Filtering and sorting records is a big reason why you might want to make a table. And like everything else with tables, it is very simple to do once you learn how to do it. Let's begin first by looking at filtering records. Now remember these little drop downs up here that really made it look different than just a range once we went from table to range and range to table. These up here are called the filter buttons. If they're not showing, by the way, make sure that they're checked here. In the last video, we looked at the total row. Well, in that same area is the filter button. Let me click on it and you can see what happens. Filter buttons go away and they're back and they're gone and they're back. These are the filter buttons, and this is where you're going to want to filter from. I'm going to click on a filter button. Let me click the drop down and I can filter based off of different criteria. Here is what it already sees. Let me click select all so this unchecks everything. And if I want to see everybody who got a 90 or above, I can click on these. Now watch what happens to all these records. And it filters just to those records. Notice if you look closely right here, this button, this filter button looks a little bit different than this filter button. When it looks like this, it means that there's stuff being filtered. We're filtering stuff here. And I can filter based off of other criteria. So let me go over here. We'll click the drop down and we'll unselect all. And I want to select everybody with an 86, let's say 72 or higher. And now it's filtered of a filter. So this was our initial filter. And then it did another filter based off of this one. Here we go. And this is filtering. Very, very simple to do. Again, once you get it, it's just clicking those filtering buttons. There was a lot of information that we just lost down here. Now, it's not really lost. It's just been filtered out. To get it back, we're going to go back over here to the filter button. We're going to click on it. And here it says clear filter. We're going to clear the filter. Look how much is back. We're going to go to quiz 2 where we have our other filter. We're going to click on that. And we're going to clear filter right here as well. Another thing that you can do when you're dealing with the filters is you can also add some logic statements. So let me go over here to quiz 4 and I click the drop down and I'm going to do number filters. Notice I have equals, does not equal, greater than, etc., etc. Let's say that as a teacher, I want to know everyone who got a, let's say a B or better. Greater than or equal to 80 is the traditional B number, right? 80 to 89 is typically a B. 90 to 100 is usually an A. So here is 80. So greater than or equal to 80. I want to see everybody there. Click OK. And now everybody who's got an 80 or higher is being displayed. You can also filter based off of different logical statements. Let me get rid of that. Let me click the drop down. Let me get rid of number of filters. Get rid of it. Boom. Whoop. Right here is where I want to clear it. Click that. And now everything's back. The next thing I want to do is sort. And so let's say that I want to sort names alphabetically. We go once again to the filter button and notice right here is sort. We can sort A to Z. We can sort Z to A. Let me go from A to Z. And as you can see, I have an alphabetical list of who's in the class. Now, don't worry, there's a lot of repeats, and we're going to talk about repeats in another video here. You can do an easy sort doing that. However, to do a really good sort, to do multiple sorts, you need to go somewhere else. If you want to sort by more than one column, so for example, if I click over here, notice it's Barbara, Barbara, Barbara. Let me click over here in quiz 3. We'll go from largest to smallest. And now this one was gone. We no longer have Barbara, Barbara. It now is being sorted by another column. So if we want to sort by multiple columns, we have to do something different. To do that, we have to go to our Home tab. And over here to the right is the Sort and Filter button. We click on this and notice it still looks pretty much like the filter buttons, right? The big thing you're looking for here is the custom sort. The custom sort pops up and it allows you to sort based off of different criteria. So let me get rid of the current sort and let me add a new sort. Let me go from a new level. Let me sort by name, cell value, A to Z. Let me add another level. We'll do this by quiz average, cell value, largest to smallest. We'll add another level. We'll do test average on this one, final grade, I should say. And we want to do largest to smallest. So it's going to apply 3 different sorts. It's going to sort first by name. After it sorts by name, it's then going to add a sort based off of largest to smallest off of quiz average. And then finally, it's going to add another sort based off of the grades on the final grade. Again, you cannot do this just based off the filter buttons right here. If you click on that, you only get to sort in one column. You have to go home, edit, sort, and filter to get this, and then you have to do the custom sort. Let me click OK and see what happens. Barbara's back, and we have our different sorts based off of our quiz average and our final average. Now notice you might have grades down here like a 96, which is higher than an 84. Well, that's fine, because remember, the first sort it puts in there is the name. Then it's going to sort based off of quiz average, and then it's going to sort off of final grade. So if that is your customized sort, that's how you sort based off of more than one criteria.